Hiligaynon Tribe. Ang Hiligaynon Tribe ang ika-4 na pinakamalaking wika sa Pilipinas with 10% ng pambansang populasyon. Ito ay isang pangunahing wikang pangkalakalan ng rehiyon. Sila rin ay nakikibahagi sa international na kalakalan at lumilikha rin sila ng mainam na gawa sa ginto at mga mahalagang bato. Beliefs, tradition, ritual. So under religion, they are more on Christian belief brought by the Spaniards. Isa na raw dito yung kung ang Santo Niño ay napaliguan, natatawag daw yung ulan at maaakit daw ang swerte. And naniniwala rin sila na ang mundo ay nahahati sa 3 at ito ay ang upper world, middle world at lower world. Sa rites of passage naman, kung ang tao ay gustong magpakasal, mas mainam na magpakonsulta muna sa mga kapatid o relatives bago nila makuha yung consent and support ng parents. So, yung family ng boy yung mag-a-arrange ng meeting para malaman kung silang dalawa ay nakatalaga na talaga sa isa't isa. Mag-hire ng spokesperson ang family ng boy para malaman natin kung ang mga parents ng girl is accepted yung proposal. Pagtapos nito, mag-a-arrange ulit sila ng ibang meeting which is the padulong, kung saan ang babae ay hindi na makikita sa ibang kumpanya ng ibang lalaki or hindi na siya maghahanap ng ibang lalaki. Sa foods naman, their eating pattern is either 3 meals a day or 2 meals. Sa 2 meals na yon, sa morning 10 to 11 a.m. and yung sa hapon naman 4 to 5 p.m. So yung mga snacks nila is consist of rice cakes, boiled roots, or bananas. Ang mga tao daw dito ay they eat with their hands while sitting on the floor. And kapag may bisita daw sila, they use silverware and tables. Ang mga lalaki raw ay hindi sila kumakain ng breakfast unless na may bisita silang papakainin sa umaga. And pagsapit daw ng around 6 p.m., yung mga lalaki daw ay magtitipon-tipon para uminom ng palm wine or tuba. And pwede din makijoin daw yung mga babae sa kanila. Hiligaynon clothing. So for field work, men wear worn-out short pants and often go shirtless. On formal occasions, however, they wear long pants, shirts, and shoes. Otherwise, they go barefoot. Sa third picture, married women wear either a vestida dress or a patadyong tube skirt with a blouse. For pangalap or magical protection, many older men wear tattoos, a crucifix, initials, or female figures. During the time of the Spanish arrival daw, ang lahat ng mga tao na nakatira sa Visayan region is mga tattooed ones, earning them the name Pintados or the Painted Ones. Hiligaynon festivals. So one of the Hiligaynon festivals is the Dinagyang Festival, a gorgeous celebration of faith and trade. So Dinagyang Festival is a Hiligaynon word that means merrymaking, or in the other word, rejoicing. Just like the Sinulog and Ati-Atihan festivals, Dinagyang Festival is one of the religious festivities in the Philippines that celebrate the feast of the Santo Niño and the pact between the datus and locals. The most exciting part is that the city hosts a highly competitive Dinagyang Festival dance contest and grand float parades. Let's go to Kinaraya tribe. Kinaraya people, they are the largest ethno-linguistic group in Visayan region. The name Kinaraya refers to both the ethnic group and their language that are concentrated in the provinces of Antique and Iloilo. It is derived from the word Iraya meaning upstream or upriver and known as the language of the Sakada and Muchacho. Beliefs, tradition, ritual. So, Kinaraya have strong belief in the aswang, na kapag sa umaga daw, parang tao silang tignan. And pag sumapit daw yung gabi, they are transformed into viscera sacking or yung katawan nila is nahati na. Another creature is the Moranhig, which is a dead person who cannot rest in peace until a member of his or her family takes over his or her position. So, ang creature daw na ito is hindi sila nagko-cross sa stream or sa river, kundi nagiging worm sila or uod, kumbaga. Naniniwala sila na ang mga ito ay nagbibigay ng sakit sa mga tao na nagpapahirap sa kanila. Kinaraya Festivals. Karaya Arts Festival. So this festival aims to promote the Karaya culture as a major stream in the region and to encourage Karaya artists to create and excel. And this festival is more on folk arts and crafts, murals and paintings, performances and poetry readings, launchings, bazaars, and al fresco dining and cafes offering Karaya culinary delights. This festival is also open to all Karaya artists, entrepreneurs, producers, NGOs, schools, and local government units, not only in Antique but also in Karaya communities in Iloilo, Capiz, Aklan, Negros, and North Cotabato. Magahat Tribe. Magahat are also known as Atiman or Bugayman, but technically, Magahats belong with the ill-defined group of people. Dr. Timothy S. Oracion, his findings reveal that the Magahat people is separate, distinct group with established social boundaries different from its neighbors, the Bukidnon. So may mga conflicting claims daw ang pag-iral ng Magahat as an indigenous group in southern Negros, na hanggang ngayon ay controversial and debatable pa rin. Magahat is located in Negros Island of Visayas, especially found in southwestern Negros, Santa Catalina, Bayawan, and Shaton in Negros Oriental. Beliefs, tradition, ritual. So, ang mga Magahats ay nakatira sa mountains of Basay, malapit sila sa ilog, and their houses was made from forest materials. So, yung mga houses nila is simple lang, and decorated sila with hanging skulls of animal, horns, and weapons. Mga Magahats daw is naniniwala sila sa mga spirits, like most Visayans do. They use anting-anting to fight evil spirits. And for that, however, it is not feared by the Magahats. They believe that it is just a journey from Earth to the other side of the world. Hindi sila natatakot sa kamatayan. Tattooing is a skill among the Magahats. Their art is reflected in the weapons and jewelry they make. Magahat festivals. So their festival is Tawo-Tawo Festival. Bayawan has always been known as the rice granary of Negros South, which plains have seen glorious days of prolific rice harvest. And for today, Bayawan City is known as the agricultural capital of the province of Negros Oriental. So yung Tawo-Tawo daw or scarecrow had always been a great help to farmers for several decades. So ito daw ay nakatulong sa mga farmers ng Bayawan para ma-achieve nila yung kasaganaan during their harvest. Ang Tawo-Tawo daw ang isa sa pinaka-epektibong pamamaraan nila para mapaalis yung mga pesky little birds na mga mayan na kumakain sa mga palayan nila. Porohanon Tribe. Porohanon are part of the Filipino, tribal people cluster within the Malay People's Affinity Bloc. Yung primary religion practice nila is Roman Catholicism, na kung saan ito yung pinakamalaking branch of Christian Church and one of the oldest religious institutions in the world. Roman Catholicism teaches that it is the one true churches founded by Jesus Christ and that its bishops are the successors of Christ. Poro Hanon Festivals, the Tagbo Festival. This is one of the festivals celebrated in the Camotes Islands, wherein it is held in honor of the patron of the town of Poro, the Santo Niño. While the Sinulog may be considered as the grandest festival honoring the Santo Niño, the Tagbo Festival of Poro in Camotes is equally colorful, albeit on a smaller scale. Sama Abaknon Tribe. The Abaknon, or Kapul-Samal, Kapuleno, live on the island of Kapul on the northern tip of Samar in the San Bernardino Straits, south of the province of Sorsogon. Although set across central Philippines from the Sulu and Tawi-Tawi archipelagos where the Sama groups live, the Abaknon speak a language that is related to Sama and not to the languages of the peoples about them like the Bicol and Waray. Beliefs, tradition, ritual. The location of Kapul makes it susceptible to typhoons, giving way for the local community to adapt and develop their own system of predictions. Nakaramihan is connected sa kalawot or sea. So, yung mga indicators daw kung saan may paparating na bagyo is yung lumod or dolphin na kung saan pinupush nila yung body nila sa water. Isa na rin yung half pamalangaw or rainbow and yung muddy sea water na nag-i-indicate na masama ang panahon. Sa wind system naman, yung mga positions ng stars or bituon and the moon, bulan, plays an important role in dictating fishing activity. So, may mga 4 phases of the moon ng mga Abaknon. Ito yung mga Kawara or Gimata, known as new moon, Kaudto si Kawara, first quarter moon, Kadayaw, full moon, and Kaudto si Kadayaw, last quarter moon. Luyo refers to the days in between these phases, and there are 7 luyo from one phase to another. The moon cycle directly affects the tides and the current of the sea, or landus. Ang dalawang landus na ito na nagsasalit-salit ay ang humugot at tumaob, na ang pinagkaiba ay ang direksyon ng daloy ng dagat. A fishing method dependent on the moon, as it uses bait by allowing it to be pulled by the landus, is paglagulo. It starts 4 days before the Kadayaw when the humugot is stronger and lasts until the 3rd night after Kadayaw since the current gets weaker afterwards. They also believe that lunar eclipse, Bakunawa, occurs because the moon is swallowed by a snake. That is why old folks would command the snake to let go of the moon. During an eclipse daw, yung mga buntis daw is allowed silang pumasok or umalis sa bahay nila. And they are advised to stay wherever they are until the eclipse is over. And kung hindi naman nila ito sinunod, mabibigo sila sa pagdadalang tao nila. Sama Abaknon Festivals. Abaknon Festival. Island Town introduced the Abaknon Festival as part of the celebrations for the feast of our patron saint, Saint Ignatius of Loyola. Abaknon is the name that collectively embraces all the residents of the island of Kapul who share a unique dialect and a simple lifestyle. And lastly, the Waray tribe. The word Waray means none or nothing or not. Their native language is called Waray-Waray, wherein it is the fifth most spoken native language in the Philippines, with more than 3 million native speakers. Beliefs, tradition, ritual. Their traditions is more on pre-colonial times. Halimbawa daw yung Koratsa dance, wherein it is held in social gatherings, especially weddings. The couple who dances the Koratsa is showered with money by the people around them. They also believe in deities or diwata, na kung saan meron silang 50 gods or goddesses na nanggagaling sa mga rainbows, greediness, time, flying creatures, poison, and to different worlds. Yung mga fiestas nila is celebrated with prayer, food, drinking, dance, and music. Waray clothing. So their clothing includes the barong Tagalog for men and the balintawak dress or the patadyong and kimono combination for women. Yung barong Tagalog for men was made of pinya abaca or juicy fabric. And yung balintawak naman for women is two-piece outfit siya with loose blouse and skirt. And sa patadyong and kimono naman, it is a wrap-around skirt and a blouse with butterfly sleeves. Yung mga traditional clothing na ito is suot lang during formal events, festivals, and cultural celebrations in Waray region. Waray festivals. So their festival is Karatong Festival. So karatong in the Waray is a word for bamboo or kawayan. So during the olden times, the people in Dulag used bamboos to warn the town if there were enemies, katulad ng mga pirates and tribes na gustong sakupin ang kanilang lupain. They would make loud noises to warn the townsmen of the arrival of the intruders and would use it also as their weapon in the form of spears to fight against the enemies. So importante sa kanila ang karatong dahil ito ay nakakatulong upang maprotektahan ang kanilang ari-arian at pati na rin ang kanilang mga sarili sa mga kalaban. With the story they have, they will make it into a series of routines, amazing music, and dance moves.